ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Today we are going to do a review of the Duck, the AMX 40. Um, what can you say about it? Whack, it looks just like a duck. I wish this stuff wasn't all in the way so you could see it, but if you obviously can look down here, it looks just like a flippin' duck. Um, I was telling one of my buddies, I was like, you know what they ought to do is have it set every time you get shot when you're in this thing. He goes, whack. Like a duck, whack. So anyways, what's so special about this little thing? The gun's nothing special. The armor is kind of the magic maker for this thing. It is not the fastest tank in the world. Um, the armor numbers aren't the best in the world. It's just, and it's so hard to show you guys. I'm going to have to bump this down to two of these things so that I can start showing you the tanks a little bit easier because this stuff's right in the way. It's got very good slopes, and that's where it really makes a difference of something being able to pen you really easy, or if it's going to kind of slide off your armor per se. So anyways, let's go over this little rascal and see what you got. So you get a tier 4 gun and a tier 4 tank. Average penetration is 74, which really, you're right on that kind of sucky part. If you're low tier, you're going to be shooting some, make that a lot of premium, because premium only bumps you up to 91. But it's 91 if you're low on the list for matchmaker. 91 is really pushing it. You got 50-50 chance of penning a lot of stuff if you're low on the matchmaker list, and it really does suck. And then to top it off, your average damage is only 110 for your standard and your premium, and sucks because you get heat for your premium. You get HE obviously, and pen for that is 38, and average damage for that is 175. Let's go over some of the numbers. So the rate of fire for my setup is 11.9, basically 12 rounds a minute. Reload is, 5.1 seconds. Turret traverse is 28.96, which is pretty slow. And the hull traverse is 33.42. A little bit better, but oh god, I ate something that didn't agree with me. But it's still, 40 is like that cutoff. You probably heard me say that in the past. 40 is a real good number. Anything around 40, 37, 38, 39, 40 on your traverse speeds, that's usually pretty, really good. Gun depression is -7 and +17, so it's not 8, it's not 9 or 10, but 7 is workable. You do have to kind of overexpose your front, to get shots on a ridgeline or whatnot, but the aim time, not really happy with that at 2.4 seconds. For a tier 4 that does 110 damage, it seems like the aim time would be a lot better, and I've got both gun lane drive and vents, which obviously helps out, but doesn't seem to help out enough, because you get 2 seconds. And you'll see during the battle that I had for this match. You'll see when I'm aiming in on stuff that I had to do a lot of clutch shots, take a shot and back up real quick, because that reticle is shrinking and really slow. If you're down to about 1.5, even 1 3/4 of your aim time, that's still a lot better than 2 seconds or over 2 seconds. Dispersion really isn't too hot at 0.41. Considering this is a light tank, I don't know how it's considered a light tank. It's got the armor basically of a medium to a heavy. It moves like a heavy, like a super heavy. So why this is a light tank is just because of probably the, I can imagine the overall weight, which we'll look at in a minute. So the average damage per minute with my tank is 1318. You get 300 hit points, so which really sucks. And you'll see the enemy team had like a KV2, I think an OI. So, but there's a couple tanks on the enemy team that can easily one-shot me. So you really got to watch that 300 hit points when you're low tier. You can go through that 300 hit points literally in one shot. So on your armor, and again, I'm going to bump this down to 2 because this is it's too hard for you guys to see with this crap in the way. For the hull in the front, you get 70. On the turret, you get 80. On the side, whack whack. On the hull, you get 65, and on the turret, you get 60. And on the rear, you get 40 on the hull, and 60 on the turret. And again, I'm sorry about not being able to see this very well. I will definitely lower it so it's down to 2 so you can see these tanks when I do a review after this one. Where are we at here? So, mobility. Yeah, it's 22.26 ton, which for a light tank, that still is kind of heavy. You know, you get into light tanks like, let's see if we can find one real quick. T80. Yeah, see, like that is 11, not even 12 ton. This is 18 or 22 ton. Yeah, so how that's considered a light tank, I don't know. It should be considered at least a medium, to be honest with you. Your engine horsepower is 190, so your specific power to weight sucks at 8.54. Top speed is 50 in forward, 20 in reverse, and that's got to be a joke. 50, maybe downhill with half your team pushing you. Yeah, even on a straightaway, it's not even close to 50. That's just, I don't know how they're putting it as 50. I really don't. And my battery just crapped out on me, I think. Nope, no, there we go. Concealment's actually decent, but that's because it's a light tank at 16.19. And you get a 366 view range, and signal range is 383. And I've got vents, which helps with the view range. I think one of the guys, yeah, got situational awareness, that bumps it up a little bit, and strong coffee. So that all bumps that up a little bit. So 366 for a light tank really kind of sucks. I wanted to go with coated optics, but the problem I run into is with this aim time, I don't want to get rid of the enhanced gun lane drive, and I don't want to get rid of the vents, because both those help your view range and stuff. But basically, the main thing is your aiming speed is just, you know, you need all the help you can with that, with the aiming speed on this. So, but yeah, anyways, if you want to hold on for a minute, I will have some gameplay for you and some post-game stats. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here we are in Overlord in the Duck. Roar, whack whack, hear me roar. The Duck, the mighty Duck. The mighty Duck with the mighty gun. Hear me roar. Whack whack, whack whack. So where are we gonna go in the Duck? The Duck. This thing is funniest ass tank. Well, we are low tier on the matchmaker, so we're gonna go dig a hole somewhere over here and climb in it, stick our gun out, and just shoot whenever we can. Excuse me. Basically, we are gonna back up whatever kind of goes this way into the hills. And this is where I was kind of laughing when I saw it says 50 kph is the top speed on this, as I get run over by our OI. You know, this thing is such a speed demon. Yeah, there's no way. It says 50 in forward and 20 in reverse. Hell, it won't even do 20 in forward. I mean, yeah, I'm going up a little bit of a hill, but I mean, this is nothing. I mean, this is just a little bit of an incline, and we're barely doing 15. So where they come up with 50 kph for this in forward and 20 in reverse, yeah, I don't think that's correct. I just, yeah, that's funny. And what do we got? Yeah, our OI went down on the beach. That's really good when you're one heavy that you need up top goes down on the beach. Yeah, just looking at this, by the way, everybody's kind of siphoning out. Not looking good. And we already lost one of our tanks. What was that? Make that. We lost one artillery. Oh, yeah, we lost one artillery and, oh, a Hellcat. So yeah, we already lost one of our high tier tanks and one of our artilleries too, so that's not good. Not a good way to start off today. Basically what I'm going to try doing is get 7 degrees of gun depression. Basically, it looked like that might have been hitting his gun. Yeah, we hit him for a whopping 102. Shot behind him. That Wolverine back there, I didn't see him till he had already put a round through me, but we were able to finish off the T-34, and we blocked one of the rounds from the T-34. Well, now in reverse down that hill, that did reverse pretty fast, but definitely does not do 50 and forward. There's just no way. So, let's pause and see what we got going on here, besides our team is failing miserably. Did we lose our... Where's our OI at? I see our T1 heavy. Oh, there he is. I see him. It's just he's not... my radio range isn't enough to talk to him or something. But we can see the Stug in the T-34. Weird. He must have moved forward, just last spotted there. Because that should be able to see him down there, no problem. With the amount of tanks in between us and him. Huh. So yeah, when your top tiers are getting knocked out, and let me fix something real quick, guys. I'm sorry, I just noticed this. My mini-map transparency is like way dark. There we are. There. Let's get this a rolling again. So I'm just gonna leave it on the view. You know what I was seeing when I was playing. You know what I was seeing and stuff. Yeah. So when your high tier stuff goes beach, and you know one of your heavies, your high tier heavies, is sitting back here and not pushing at all to help the tank destroyers. You got mediums and tank destroyers pushing forward. It's not looking good. It's just the odds of us winning this match right off the bat is just not really looking good at all. And so we just lost our PZ-4H. And that P-2640 is going to die here in a minute because that KV-2 is probably going to derp them. And we just lost T-67 and the P-2640. So yeah, our team is melting faster than I can list them off. And I've only got one shot of damage at 102 damage so far, so it's not like I'm out here, you know, wrecking the team myself. But, you know, I'm also not a frontline tank in this match. I'm supposed to be backing up you know, the heavies and mediums that push forward. Because remember now, this beast that can do 50 kph and forward, and we end up getting a kill on him. But yeah, this thing's a light tank first off, and second off, low tier, you know, in a... So, that one actually bounced. I thought it actually hit him. I was waiting to see what happened on that shell. And now we're getting flanked by the Wolverine. I just take a auto lock and shoot. I was trying to get back in here because he'll tear me up pretty quick. And now I'm getting hit in the rear by artillery. So this isn't working out too well for me. We angled just in time for that. Geez, oh Pete, yeah, the thank gosh artillery finished him off because the dispersion on this and aim time between those two can really hurt you. Like that shot that I missed completely on the wasn't a Hellcat, what was that? Let me turn around here and look. Sorry guys. Wolverine, couldn't think of what it was. Yeah, that last shot I took on the Wolverine, I thought it was going to hit him and it just went like 1.5 miles in front of him, not even close. So now it's down to me. We got one tank destroyer. Was that? I got to figure out. Hold on a second. You know what? I forgot to even do this. Would have been a lot easier if I did that. So it's down to me, and we got a T-40 tank destroyer, and they've got pretty much half their team still. So the odds of us pulling this one out of our rabbit out of our hat, as they say, isn't looking good. Now, I'm watching the T-40 over there, but I'm figuring I'm going to get over here because I know artillery's probably up along in here somewhere. And, you know, hopefully I can get at least one of the artillery gone, maybe both of them. Because the T-40's got a great gun, but it has no armor. Look at this aim time, and then I shoot right over him. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So I'm like, heck with it. I'm going to go for artillery. Look at the aim time. finally, I just like, I gotta pull the trigger and get, get back here. I'm just gonna get plugged again by that PZ there. And we hit and knock his track off. And we get hit by artillery. so it's just not working out too well for me right now. Trying to bait a shot from him. And the shot that I just do real quick to try and bait a shot, I hit him and then I see the KV-2. And that slow aim time. I ended up getting knocked out by the artillery, but that slow aim time is what really kills you. I can't see how they can put such a crappy aim time on a light tank. Well, this light tank that does 50 kilometers an hour and forward, which is no way possible. I was lucky if I was hitting 15 and 20. Yeah, so don't even believe in that. It says 50 kph and forward. No, there's just not, no. That is not going to happen. But our T40, it's down to him now, and he just got plugged by, looked like something over yonder here. What did he get taken out by? PZ-34. So that PZ-34 was using a derp gun. Yeah, it does. He shot me down here before I got hit by all that other stuff. But yeah. So, anyways, that kind of sucked. Really sucked bad. It did. If you want to hold on for a minute, I will have some post-game stats and all that good stuff for you. So I'll be right back in just a minute. Alrighty. Well, unfortunately, our top-tier tanks probably shouldn't have been in top-tier tanks. So yeah, Matchmaker was not my friend at all in that match. I was on the bottom of the Matchmaker pile. Overall, for my own stats, I got a 4,957 WNA, so that was awesome. It probably doesn't require to do a whole lot of damage in this little guy to get a decent WNA by the looks of it. I mean, almost a 5,000 WNA, and I don't even think I broke 1,000 damage. I'll have to look. Yeah, I think it might have been 673. Yeah, if that's not telling you anything. So yeah, it was a Master Badge Class 3 and a Fire for Effect. We hit the 3485M one time for 121. Yes! Got a high roll. Yeah, it only hits for 110 average damage. I forgot about that, and here I'm shooting the stuff going, yeah, here it comes, buddy. This is for you. There's negative 110 on your health now. Oh, but anyways, damage upon me spotting him was 35. PZ-34, we hit him one time for 112. At least we're getting high rolls, because 110 is the average damage. And knocked out his track. T-34, we hit him one time for 102. After I just said we got high rolls, now we get a crap roll. We knocked out his fuel tank, bounced one of his rounds for 85. The Wolverine, we hit him two times for 229. Knocked out his gun, bounced one of his rounds for 110. T-40, we hit him one time for 37, finished him off, and the Birch gun, we hit him one time for 72 and finished him off, and he got hit for 118 upon a spotting. We originally spotted him too. So, yes, you see that correctly. I did second most damage, and we were the low tiers on Zipol. Second most damage was 673 damage, got 2 kills and a base experience of 372. So I got the most experience in that match. So we had a pretty bad team. As you can see, all our top tier stuff, 0, 0, 95, 226, just sad. So we had 18 shots, 10 hit, 7 pen, for a total damage of 673. We got hit 5 times, 3 pen, 2 bounce, and we got hit with some splash damage from artillerage. So we bounced 195 damage. Spotted 1 damage, 6 destroyed 2. Damage with our assistance was 153. I did shoot all premium rounds because I was low on the pole, and so we lost 75,326 credits. But when this thing is pumping out some rounds at a whopping 74 penetration, half the stuff on the enemy team just wasn't going to penetrate. That's one bad thing about this. They gave it great armor, but the gun is kind of on the sad side, especially for your penetration. Premium rounds only bump me up over to 91. I don't even break 100 penetration in this thing. Whereas like you go up to AC here, this thing, 88 for your standard, 121 for your premium, and you get APCR. The Electo, I gotta set this thing up. I saw somebody take this out and did a lot of damage with it. Oh, yeah, it's got a heck of a gun. Look at that. 105 for your standard, 170 for your premium. And that's not even the top gun. Yeah, so look at that. Average damage 180. Holy smokes. Penetration kind of sucks at 71 and 92. You can put a, well, I'd say derp gun on it, but the average damage is only 75. And yeah. Huh, we'll have to set that little rascal up. I bet you that's got a, what's the camo on that, I wonder? 26.73 with no camo on it, no crew or nothing. Wow. I have to set that thing up, go set in a bush and see what we can do. Set in a bush. Get it? Anyways. So yeah, what are you going to do? You can't win them all. But yeah, I hope you liked that battle. If you did, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.